Thank you. We are very nice here in Tanzania. Is a place where we have been 3 or 4 days successive in a row because we come from Angola to where we played against Bravos, another team of our stage group. It's not decisive the game, but it's almost final for us. Not for Simba, because Simba has 3 points. We don't have any point, and we have to reach 3 points here. That's what we want. That's what we have to do. That's why we come here, and it's very important because we have to get a very good game to improve our position in the group. We didn't deserve get 0 points now, but it's football. We did a very good game in our home in first week, and in second week in Angola. Was difficult for us. Was difficult for adaptation to the environment and to the weather. And but it's not excuse. We have to play well. We have to play better. We have to face one of the best teams in Africa. Simba is a very good team. Is a powerful, is a offensive team. They did a very good game here against Bravos, and they did a good game also in Algeria. And we have to be better. We have to score. We have to be strong in defensive work, and we have to achieve our best performance to win the game and to try to do our best, because we are like a final, and we have to do all the best of each player and all the best of the staff to reach the first 3 points in this stage group. If you want to.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach. Can we have Yusuf? What are your expectations about the game tomorrow?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. غدوة باش تكون مباراة في قيمة عالية بين سيمبا والنادي الرياضي الصفاقسي. سيمبا باش يلعب قدام جمهوره، هو اللي باش يخليه يلعب تحت ضغط. احنا النادي الرياضي الصفاقسي، احنا ورانا تاريخ كبير وجمهور كبير. خلينا نقدموا الأفضل، وإن شاء الله ربي معنا غدوة.
So he said we have a very good game against Simba tomorrow. SFAXIEN has a good historic, so Simba he play with her fans, and he wish a victory tomorrow, 3 points.
Okay, thank you. Can we have the media ask questions for the coach, please? Questions for the coach? Please, your name and the media house. Coach first.
For the team. And what we have been observing for your team, it is struggling much in the second half, especially when they face these younger teams facing like SFAXIEN. What are your preparation, especially for the second half, that you seems losing your flow of the game in the last 2 games? Thank you.
A very good side. You know, they're a big team in Tunisia. Like I said, it's going to be a very tough game. They've got good players up front. They've got Dawi, they've got Hebaj, they've got the likes of Apsi coming from deep, Sakau, the number 8 coming in, Hebasi on the left-hand side, 2 left-footers that are really dangerous. And we are at home and we have to fight for the ascendancy of the match. We have to try to impose our style on the match. It's very important to understand the dynamics of the group as well, and they are a team that needs a win. They are a team that needs 3 points. So normally teams that come here to Benjamin Mkapa, they have a more conservative approach, but we have to be prepared for a high press. We have to be prepared for a team that's coming for the 3 points. So also a young dynamic team. I'm not talking about young as in 18, 19. I'm talking about young as in 22, 23-year-olds that have some experience, that are good talents in their own right. A very good question in relation to the second half performance, and it was probably 3 minutes where we conceded the 2 goals. And we've, of course, as coaches, if you look at the FC Bravos match, a flawless first half, 0 shots against, coming into our box. We could have played with the centre back in the goals in the first half against Bravos, and within the first 3-4 minutes of the second half, we conceded a penalty. And we look not only into these 2 matches, but also into our matches in the league. Where we've had similar patterns, and what could be the reason for that. Of course, as technicians, you go into all details to be able to find the reason and try to put mechanisms in place so that you can start the second half as you played the first half. And of course, that is the goal. That is what we want the players to execute, not only for 45 minutes, but for 90 minutes. And we've put all mechanisms in place to be able to have a balanced approach for 90 minutes. We know that we also need the 3 points, but we have to be very smart in relation to how we approach the game. It is a game, and it's a match at home that Simba always wants to win. But a match like this, dominating on the one hand, but knowing that they will leave their quick wingers perhaps in rest attack to catch you on the counter attack, so you have to be aware of that. And it's not only wingers that will be cheating, or not only wingers that will be staying probably behind our fullbacks and allowing our fullbacks to attack. And these are the moments where we have to put our mechanisms of rest defense in place, but also try to finish every action off with a shot at goal. So it's very important how we approach this match, very aware of all their possibilities and how they are going to set up. But if we apply ourselves like we've been speaking about now for the consistently over 90 minutes, I don't think we'll have a problem.
Okay, still questions for the head coach?
Good afternoon, Coach Fadlu. My name is Salom Pelembo from Channel 10 and Magic FM. Coach, in the last 2 games, your team has shown different characters. In the Bravo game, you created a lot of chances, but the conversion rate was a bit low. In the Constantine game, there was a little chances created, and the flow heading to the opponent's half was quite low compared to the past game. For these 2 or 3 days of preparation, what should we expect heading to tomorrow's game against SFAXIEN? But also, there have been a conversation of Jean Charles Awa, a player who looks like a creator-in-chief, regarding to the contribution of goals and assists in the squad at the moment. He's been low and quite isolated in the games. What should we also expect heading to tomorrow's game?
Yeah, it's you can talk about creating chances, or you can talk about XG or expected threat, and how you approach different matches away from home or at home. I think we had a very good performance overall away from home, probably better than our Al-Ahli Tripoli match in Libya away from home with the 0-0. Was more balanced performance from our side if you compare the other match, Al-Ahli Tripoli. Maybe they should have gotten a penalty in Libya. We drew that match, we got a point away from home. This match, I think we, if not should have won it. because we had the lead at halftime, minimum to get a point out of the game. So it's a match that we have to manage a bit better. And these CAF away matches, if you switch off for a few seconds, you concede a goal. If you play with 10 men while your player is injured, and you keep playing with 10 men, you can concede a goal. And that's what happened in the 3 minutes that we conceded the two goals. If you talk about an individual player, Jean-Charles Ahoua, not only him, but each and every player, we go into details in relation to their performances. Ahoua had a very good defensive performance against away from home against Constantine. Not so good in his attacking performance. A lot of balls too easily losing the ball. And of course it was in relation to when you go through the game and you go through his corrections and you sit with him individually in the video to try to show him which areas he can improve. Sometimes it's positioning, sometimes it's body position in relation to receiving the ball. A lot of the times with a wet pitch he allowed the ball to run and the opponent was pressing aggressively. These are small details that you have to correct. Yes, it was an unfamiliar role that we put him in. You have to take that into consideration as well. And he sacrificed himself for the team. And that is all you can ask for of a player when he's asked to do a certain job. Tactically, he does the job. Yes, the performances and mistakes can happen, and that's part of it, and that is our job as coaches to be able to try to improve a player, to be able to have the same consistent attacking performance away from home and at home. And so we can go into each and every player in the last match, in previous matches, how we try to improve them on all levels. And sometimes it's a psychological aspect. Sometimes it's a player that is the first time playing away from home against a hostile crowd, and how can they manage their emotions, how can they manage their performances. So Ahoua is still a young player, please, and this is what I asked for in the beginning when he was scoring, when he was performing well. It was the media that overhyped him, and now for a young player like this.
Question 4.
Augustine, my name is Hussein Chong from Plenty TV. First game in group stage for CAF Confederation this season, you played at home. It was tough, and you get 3 points by 1 goal. Tomorrow you're going to play a second game in your home ground. How do you prepare as a player to make sure you're going to get huge results with heavy performance?
Yeah, like I said, we have been training so far. We have focused on our tactical play we're going to use tomorrow against our opponent. And I so much believe in my players, my colleagues, that tomorrow we're going to get the 3 points. Sure, we're going to get to 3 points. We have no excuse about it. Thank you.
Okay, I believe there's some who have questions for the coach who can wrap up. Oh, let's take up from this gentleman here. One final question for the coach.
Yeah, thank you. As I said, I'm Maindaila from Fata TV. Coach, I want to ask you, we have been seeing some rotation in our squad. Just 2 players who are making regularly in our first squad, Shemal Nifondo and the goalkeeper, Musa Pimpin. They are making regularly as a first players were starting. Tomorrow, what do we expect? Another rotation? But also I want to know if the injury updates, can we know any player that's missing for tomorrow?
Yeah, I have to first of all compliment them.
Mkuu wa chuo cha Kilimanjaro Institute of Technology and Management kilichopo Mwenge jijini Dar es Salaam na chenye thibati na usajili wa NACVET number REG/ANE/029 anapenda kutangazia nafasi za masomo kwa ngazi ya diploma na certificate katika kozi za IT, Business Administration, Accountancy, Procurement and Supply, Front Office na Hotel Management. Chuo kimebobea katika ufundishaji kwa njia ya vitendo na kimeweza kutoa wanafunzi wenye weledi, wengi wameajiriwa ama kujiajiri, na kwa wale ambao wameamua kuendelea na degree wameweza kujiunga na vyuo vikuu bora hapa nchini na nje ya nchi. Pia kuna ofa kozi fupi za computer application, graphics and design, video production pamoja na CCTV camera. Kwa maelezo zaidi piga simu namba 0717816034 au 0766348652. KITM, elimu na ujuzi kwa maendeleo ya uchumi.